2020, the world was looking for a savior. Or more accurately, the stock market was looking for the next Elon Musk. Enter Trevor Milton, a college dropout with a silver tongue and a blueprint for a semi-truck that would change shipping forever.
We're the only truck in the world that can do that. And this is awesome because it's built right into the truck. They pay nothing for this. My goal was literally to revolutionize the trucking industry.
On stage, he pointed to the truck and said words that would later haunt him.
With what it costs to build this thing. So we're going to try to keep people from driving off, but this thing fully functions and works, which is really incredible. This will take a few years to roll out.
For a brief moment, his company, Nikola, was worth more than Ford. But there was just one small problem. The truck didn't work. It wasn't driving. It was falling. To understand the lie, you have to understand the liar. Trevor Milton wasn't an engineer. He was a salesman. Before Nikola, he ran an alarm sales company and an online classifieds website. He left a trail of unhappy investors, but he learned one valuable lesson. People don't buy products. They buy visions.
And it's going to be a very enjoyable experience for everyone who has not been able to see it. Thanks, Michael.
In 2016, Milton unveiled the Nikola One. On stage, he pointed to the truck and said words that would later haunt him in federal court. The crowd went wild. The media ate it up. An empire was born on the promise of hydrogen, the holy grail of clean energy. Unlike batteries, hydrogen could refuel in minutes. If Milton had solved hydrogen, he wasn't just rich. He was the king of the automotive world. Nikola wasn't just selling a truck. They were selling a network. They claimed they would produce their own hydrogen at 1/10 the market cost. They claimed they had proprietary battery tech. They claimed to have billions in pre-orders. Milton used Twitter as a weapon. Whenever an engineer asked for specs, he attacked them. He cultivated an us versus them mentality. If you doubted Nikola, you hated the planet. The disruption peaked when General Motors, one of the oldest, most respected car companies in history, agreed to a $2 billion partnership. This was the validation. If GM trusted them, the tech had to be real, right? But inside the company, panic was setting in. The Nikola One didn't work. It was missing gears, it was missing motors, it was essentially a multi-million-dollar paperweight. But Milton needed a demo video. He needed to show the world that this truck could move. So they towed the truck to the top of a long, lonely road in Utah, a place called Mormon Trail. They positioned the truck at the peak. They released the brakes, and they let gravity take the wheel. They filmed it rolling down the hill. They tilted the camera to make the road look flat, and then they posted the video with the title, In Motion. Technically, it was true. It was in motion. But gravity was the engine. September 2020. Nikola was on top of the world. The GM deal was signed. The stock was at an all-time high. Trevor Milton was a billionaire. But in the shadows, someone was watching. a short-selling firm called Hindenburg Research. They hadn't just looked at the public videos. They had dug deep. They tracked down ex-employees. They analyzed aerial photography, and on September 10th, they dropped the bomb. A 67-page report titled, Nikola: How to Parlay an Ocean of Lies into a Partnership with the Largest Auto OEM in America. It wasn't just speculation, it was a massacre. The report revealed that the in-motion video was faked. It revealed that the Holy Grail hydrogen technology didn't exist. It claimed that Milton had actually taped over third-party inverters just to hide the brand names on his own proprietary truck. The market froze. Trevor Milton didn't issue a legal defense. He didn't release the technical data. Instead, he went on Instagram at 2 a.m. in his bedroom. He started ranting. He called it a hit job. He promised to release the archives, but the more he spoke, the more guilty he looked. The Instagram rant didn't save him. 10 days later, Trevor Milton resigned. He walked away with millions, hoping the world would move on. But the government wasn't done. In July 2021, the Department of Justice unsealed the indictment, 3 counts of criminal fraud. The trial that followed wasn't a battle, it was a dissection. Prosecutors played the in-motion video to the jury. They showed the emails where engineers begged him to stop lying. And they brought in the victims, not hedge funds, not billionaires, but regular people, grandmothers, students, electricians, people who lost their life savings because they believed the silver tongue. Trevor Milton sat silent. The arrogance was gone. In October 2022, the jury returned the verdict. Guilty, guilty, guilty. He was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison. The hydrogen network, never built. The Badger pickup, never made. The revolution, it was just a render. In the end, Trevor Milton proved one thing. You can fake a truck, you can fake a tweet, you can even fake $1 billion company. But sooner or later, gravity always wins.
Ready to go?
But the story didn't end with the gavel. While Trevor Milton was sentenced to 4 years, he remained free on bail, fighting appeals, still living in his mansion, still rich. And the company he built, Nikola, survived. Today, the stock trades for pennies. They actually managed to build a few real trucks, but the billions in value, gone, vaporized. And this leaves us with one uncomfortable question. How did he get this far? Trevor Milton didn't act alone. General Motors didn't check under the hood. Wall Street bankers didn't verify the tech. They saw a silver tongue. And they saw dollar signs. They wanted to believe the lie. Trevor Milton was a fraud. Yes. But he was also a mirror. He showed the financial system exactly what it wanted to see, a dream. For a moment, it looked like justice had won. Trevor Milton was sentenced. Nikola was dead. But in America, there are 2 legal systems, one for the poor and one for the powerful. Milton appealed, he delayed, he stayed in his mansion, and then, on March 27th, 2025, the final card was played.
What was your reason for pardoning
President
Trevor
Donald
Milton?
Trump issued a full and unconditional pardon. With the stroke of a pen, the convictions vanished. The 4-year prison sentence, gone. The $168 million in restitution to victims, canceled. While the grandmothers and electricians who lost their savings were left with nothing, Trevor Milton walked free. He didn't hide in shame. He didn't apologize. In 2025, he launched a new company, not trucks this time. Private jets. The rolling lie didn't just roll down a hill. It took flight. And Trevor Milton proved the ultimate lesson of the modern age. If you lie big enough and pay the right people, you don't get punished. You get a promotion. In the end, the story of Nikola wasn't about a truck. It wasn't about hydrogen. It wasn't even about Trevor Milton. It was about us. We live in an era where the truth is boring and the lie is entertaining. We rewarded the hype. We bought the renders. We cheered for the silver tongue because we wanted the future to be easy. But the laws of physics don't care about stock prices. You can tape over the cracks. You can pardon the criminal. You can even launch a new company and promise to make jets fly. But eventually the tape peels off. Eventually the hill runs out. Trevor Milton is free. But the next Trevor Milton is already out there, watching, learning, and waiting for you to blink. I have been Redacted Incorporated. And thanks for watching.